Good morning, poppers. Stay back. Welcome to Freshly Popped, a daily show examining pop culture headlines so you don't have to. Today is Tuesday, July 7th, 2026, and I'm Sequoia Holmes.
Queen E.
And today, while Ryan is on his camping trip, we are losing it over Sizza's alleged autism diagnosis, drama from Love Island USA Season 7, and recapping last night's Season 8 episode. But first, we did start a Patreon. We post extended episodes over there every single day. Today, me and Elaine spilled a little bit of tea. If you know about what job we both came from, then you know what tea. I won't say anything additional there. I won't say anything additional. But if you know, you know, okay? And if you want to know, the link in the description box. Thank you very much.
If there ever was a time to click the link, it's today.
It's today. If there was, today is the day to click that motherfucking link, okay? Mm-hmm. But before that, Queenie, tell us a little bit about who you are. Before you do that, I'm actually going to tell them a little bit. Okay. I'm going to brag on you a little bit. I'll do a little bragging on you. Queen E has a fantastic YouTube channel and podcast, Reality Recap, and also her own YouTube channel, Queen E.
Yeah.
And we're nearing 100,000 subscribers.
Listen,
across both, we're nearing 100,000 subscribers. Like it's getting real serious.
So close. It's so close. Oh, I'm so excited. Is this
so
where
yeah, please tell them a little bit about yourself, whatever you want them to know.
Okay, yeah, let me. When did I start? I started in the pandemic, actually, which was a perfect time to start because everybody was at home, everybody had nothing to do, and I started with 44 subscribers, and by the end of the first Love Island season, I had like 1,000. You couldn't tell me nothing. If the girl back then knew that I'd be here today, I'd be so shocked. But literally, it is just a pleasure to come online every day, talk about reality TV related to real life. I also studied psych, so I just tap into that a little bit as well.
Yes.
But that's basically what I do. I talk about reality TV commentary. With Reality Recap, we are going to go into Hot Topics a bit more, which is great that I'm talking to Sequoia because Hot Topics Queen, I need to tap in. I'm very out of my depth with Hot Topics, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, I'm going to do my best.
She's not out of her depth. She's really not.
I am. I don't know anything that's going on. Like, I'm so bad. And I tell my subscribers all the time, like, there's some, see, I'm going to tell you right now. There was something that happened on Love Island. I think it was the UK one. And somebody was like, oh yeah, I want a guy who looks like Timothée Chalamet. I was like, who's that?
Oh, I'm screaming. Oh, okay.
When I say I'm out of my depth,
okay,
I'm not joking.
You're not out of your depth. You were just out of your field of interest.
Okay.
Right then, you know what I mean?
All right.
If you cared about who Timothée Chalamet was, you would know. But you know what I mean? You simply didn't care about that white man, which is fair.
I got schooled. I got schooled in the comments. But that's me. I'm a yapper and I get paid to yap.
Isn't that the dream? Isn't that quite literally just the dream? And that is what I'm trying to emulate as well. We get paid to yap over here as well, but not like Queen E getting paid to yap. Okay, so we're gonna get there. Thank you. Saying it over me. Matter of fact,
absolutely,
thank you.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, let's get into these stories, y'all. Until I start collecting a real paycheck off this. Thank you. So yesterday, Sizza allegedly posted paperwork of her formal autism diagnosis to her burner Instagram account, which is called, the is not music at all, I swear. It has 300,000 followers. It's private. Lots of people I know personally follow it. It feels like that is kind of Sizza's known burner account. So this is what her caption said in part. Quote, finally took the time and got formally diagnosed. Asperger's / high functioning autism / smarter than you niggas. So stop playing in my face because pattern recognition told me and I will get to the bottom of it. Thanks. Pretty sure this is why I'm taking AI so personally, BTW, and also why I'm in every comment section. Okay. So she also posted the official diagnostic paperwork, like actual pictures that say her full government name on it from the doctor and all the stuff. And here's what the documents state. Quote, it states that she, quote, presents with a history pattern of scores and behaviors of examination that are quite consistent with autism spectrum disorder. Solana has a qualitative impairment in reciprocal social interactions as both self-reported and observed by this examiner. Her mother also noted these traits when Solana was a child, although they were not as evident. Solana has a qualitative impairment in why did I write that twice, child? I thought I was posting something. I thought I wrote something else. Anyways, so essentially the paperwork says Solana Imani Rowe, Sizza, has been
Well,
formally,
name.
isn't it a beautiful name?
Yeah.
Has been formally diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. I did notice that some outlets, not all of them, but a couple of them deleted this reporting after posting it. And I'm wondering if it's because she posted it on her burner and therefore it was not like an official.
Mm.
The ones that deleted it are the ones that seem to take reporting a little bit more seriously.
Okay.
And the ones that left it up are the ones that are like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like it's
I was about to
so
name names, but let me not. Let me not.
yeah,
Let
that's
me
what I said. In case they want to
Okay.
work together one day, I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
But I did notice the pattern between who deleted, who kept it up.
Mm-hmm.
But just based on what I know of SZA, I will go into this and say I am not like big SZA girl like a lot of people are. I like SZA
Yeah.
enough. I used to be a bigger fan, and I've since fallen off when her music
Okay.
shifted a little bit. That said, based on the lyrics that she writes, I'm positive that this really resonates for her.
You
You know, like I'm sure that
now
this really
that you
resonates for her.
mention it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah,
That checks out.
because now her song, is it called Normal Girl? Now her song Normal Girl has a little bit of a different meaning to it. I've only listened to Normal Girl a couple times. I haven't listened to it a ton, so I can't quote any lyrics, but I do remember there being a distinct conversation about that song and people feeling like she was talking about wanting to be a white girl. And she was saying, her response was, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about wanting to be a girl that doesn't have to think about all of these extra
Okay.
things. When you pair that with her song like Drew Barrymore, people also felt like that was her pining after whiteness or something. And now in retrospect, I'm like, well, if you look at it through the autistic lens,
Yeah.
maybe it's her pining after what is it called? Not the neurotypical. Maybe it's her
Yes,
pining
yes, yes,
after
neurotypical, yeah.
neurotypicalness, actually.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'll be so honest. You named those songs and my brain went buffering. But the songs that I do know from SZA, and that's such a shame. I went to LA and I saw SZA and Kendrick, and I'm not gonna lie, during the
You
SZA parts, I'm
did?
like, and what a beautiful. Oh,
I went too.
God.
And same. Through the SZA parts, I literally also
It
said,
was. Yeah, I didn't really know the songs. However, the stage design I felt was beautiful. I loved her like in the vines and I was like, wow, I need to listen to you more, girl. I didn't, but I left with a good impression. But I have always felt that there's a side of SZA that's a bit. I wanted to say troubled. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but
Yeah.
it has always felt like maybe she's struggling with something that we just don't know about. So you saying that, I'm like, that checks out. I
Yep.
think that checks out.
yep. Yeah. Because when you say that, like she's always been a bit troubled, SZA has gone on record a bunch of times to talk about her struggles with anxiety specifically.
Okay.
And what I thought that I was writing again in this doc when I started repeating myself was actually the portion where she talks about how she's developed a bunch of coping mechanisms to mask her autism. And those coping mechanisms that she has to employ all the time when she's out and talking to people leave her feeling really, really anxious and drained.
Oh.
So I was like, oh. And then there was also a portion, now I'm remembering, there was also a portion about how her having sensory sensitivities, the feeling of certain clothing textures bothering her, smells, sounds, tastes, all of those types of things, like really bothering her pretty deeply. And so, yeah, it all felt congruent with what, the general public knows of autism.
Yeah.
And so if that helps SZA feel seen and understood a little bit better, I am happy for her. Congratulations
Honestly.
on your formal diagnosis. And based on her caption, it does seem like that is what she was looking for. So
And also on that caption,
Well,
the smarter than you niggas part, listen, because them people on the spectrum, they are so intelligent.
hear me?
I'm like, girl, I like that you threw that in there because facts.
She said, and so you know that I know, I do know. Okay. And now it's formal. It's in the black and white. Thank you much. Check the paperwork.
Period.
Separately, we have some Love Island USA season 7. So last season drama. Andreina, Chelley, and Ace have found themselves in some drama. Here's what happened. Fans noticed that Chelley had completely unfollowed both her ex, Ace, and Andreina, who she had recently named as one of her closest friends during an interview just this past weekend. Shortly after that, Leaked audio of a phone call went viral where a random fan allegedly called Andreina pretending to be from a PR agency to grill her about the Ace rumor. Okay, so the Ace rumor was that she and Ace had hooked up, essentially.
They did the do.
Okay, so right. So somebody called her, random fan, pretending to be from PR, whatever. In the phone call, you can hear Andreina explicitly deny that she and Ace actually hooked up. However, she did claim that their mutual friends from the villa, Clark and Taylor, were actively trying to set her and Ace up behind Chelley's back. Andreina specified that this didn't happen when Ace and Chelley were together, so there was no cheating. She also claimed that she told Chelley about the situation, but Chelley had not replied to her. And now we see that Chelley has unfollowed both her and Ace, so it feels like there's some validity to that. To add fire to the already hot situation, Chelley's in real life friend actually responded to a tweet about the situation. And what she said about it is a little bit damning, I will say. I'm going to share my screen so that everybody can take a gander at this tweet with me.
And they've since been deleted, right?
I believe so. I believe these tweets are now deleted. So somebody said, I don't think Andreina would ever stoop down to the level of fucking that Labubu. So I wonder where these rumors are coming from. The Labubu in question is Ace. Chelley's in real life friend responded and said, quote, but her gigantic ass did bend down that low. Play with somebody else, Buki.
Crazy work.
Okay.
Crazy work.
I don't know why the girls are so upset, but play with somebody else, Buki, is crazy. I'm like, what is happening? So obviously Chelley's friend is upset on Chelley's behalf. That seems to add some truth to the already rather spicy situation. Queenie, do you have any theories about what potentially happened between these two?
No, like I literally have no idea. I'm not surprised at the fact that there was an intrigue from Ace regarding Andreina, because even on the show he seemed interested, but she made a beeline for Jeremiah, and we know, whatever. Right?
Oh God, they still doing funny stuff.
You know, season 7, release us.
Actually, release us from season 7. Thank you.
But anyways, I don't know how the hooking up rumor even started. So I want to get to that. Like, guys, how did we get there? Like, did somebody speak? Because I think people were saying that somebody had reached out to Chelley and had told her about what was going on, which prompted the scramble or whatever. So somebody out there knows something that the rest of us just don't know.
Definitely.
Andreina, I'm also looking at you like, now, sister. See, my brain just went 50 different ways. Because I'm like, if this girl is your friend, why would you even entertain the calls that Clark is orchestrating, the meetup that happened? Like, what are we doing? But then also on this leaked call, and I'm inclined to believe Andreina because she didn't know she was being recorded.
Right.
She said, me and Chelley haven't been kicking it for a long time now.
Ooh.
So then people were thinking, was the video where Chelley said that they're friends, was that an old video? But I'll be honest, I feel like it was an older video, but I hope people don't take this the wrong way. I was looking at Chelley's skin, and her skin looked like she's been having a flare up, and she had that same flare up around the BET Awards. So I feel like it's relatively recent. It could be a thing that she deals with often, but it just felt to me like that video was relatively recent. So I was like, either way, whether you are close or not close, Andreina, like, what? And do they know that they can date other people? Do they know that they don't have to like stick with each other? Like, that's an option.
Because, dude, I guarantee you Andreina's DMs are flooded. I guarantee you the DMs are flooded. Probably 20% with very fine, probably famous men. Matter of fact. So why are you turning around for Ace?
I don't know.
Ace.
I don't know.
Okay? Not that anything's wrong with Ace. There's nothing. There's nothing wrong. But yeah, there's just a lot of other people on the planet that are not your friend's ex.
Yeah, and also if the Clark and Taylor part of it is true, like,
that's nasty.
What kind of friends are y'all?
That's nasty.
That's insane.
Ace and Taylor were well, you know what? I forgot. Ace went on that whole press run where he said less than savory things about Taylor and Alandria's relationship? Question
Oh,
mark?
yes.
Remember?
But Taylor was on streaming, like, hyping that interview up. You mean the one with Speedy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Taylor was cool with that. Okay, so
Yeah, Taylor
Ace
was
and
fine with
Taylor,
that.
cool. They still in cahoots. Yeah, if it's Clark and Taylor trying to set up
Yeah, that's
Chelley,
messy.
no, trying to set up Andreina with Ace, that's really dirty, nasty work. Would hate
And
to
how
see
did
it.
Andreina get duped? Because that man did not sound professional not one bit.
How-
Not
because
one
Elaine,
bit.
what the was that about? As I'm listening to the call, I'm like, Andreina, please. There's
like,
no way
there's
this got you.
There's a future endeavor, maybe, possibly, potentially in the future, maybe, kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Like,
And then at
let's
the
be
end of
for
the call,
real.
he's like, "Oh, this was just for tea."
That is so correct. I didn't even get to the end of the call because, first of all, the call was long as shit. It was long as
was
shit and it
long.
was dragging.
It was.
And in the beginning, it was a lot of like trying to convince Andreina that it was legitimate without doing a good job of convincing her that it was legitimate.
And she
at
was
all.
skeptical.
She was skeptical as the whole time. She's like, I'm sorry, what PR agency are you with? And he's like, well, I represent a lot of people. And she's like, yeah, there's 3 people involved in this situation. Which of the 3 people are you involved with? He's like, do you want me to give you the list of people that I'm involved with? Anyway, so I am calling because, and so she starts getting caught up in what he's saying. You
Yeah.
know, she starts getting caught up in him being like, so, you know, people are just saying that you and Ace and you guys hung out, and I just want to clear it up because I don't imagine that you're actually doing blah, blah, blah. And she starts getting caught up in that, wanting to defend her name, wanting to clear stuff up.
Literally, I
not
think
be
that's what it
misunderstood.
was.
100%.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I'm like, babe, this is the least, there is no PR agency that would have a man call you like this. There is no PR agency
He
that's about to have a
literally started
man call you
referring to
like
Ace
that.
as a labubu. Started
Like-
cursing and all. I mean, I do, because I've seen some takes on it, and some people are like, in an attempt to get information out of you, like producers or PAs will sometimes be lax in the way that they speak with you. But girl, PR?
Like, PR.
No.
Public relations. You
No,
think
ma'am.
PR is about to
No, ma'am.
lax up to that level?
No, ma'am. No.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, the initial rumor has been debunked. So there's that.
You know, so, but now Clark and
So-
Taylor, you do have some answering to do. So we would love to hear from you by 5 p.m. PST today to clear your names. Thank
I
you.
feel like they
You
might have
no
said
time.
something by now. There's no way they've been silent this whole time.
Because it's not even like the 2 of them to be silent, right? I feel like they're rather online. They will usually tell us.
Yeah.
If you know what Clark and Taylor said, let us know in the comments. If they have said
Yeah.
anything, let us know in the comments because what the fuck was that about? Anyways, okay, into Love Island USA season 8. Last night's episode 30. My God, I can't believe I watched 30 hours of this damn show. Love Island, you will pay for what you've done to my life. I want
I'm
my
right.
damn years back that you've taken off my life at this point.
They've
So-
taken quite a few.
Last night we saw a couple things happening. We saw Sincere continuing to sell dreams. He talking about he wants Melanie to be his girlfriend, his fiance, his wife, and the mother of his children. Melanie, it's a threat. Get away from him.
I saw my video. I was like, that's a threat. That's a threat.
Get away. I know we're all watching it with the same thing. We're like, don't
learned
ever
a new
speak on my womb
term.
again. What?
I learned a new term, like future fishing. Future fishing?
Whoa.
Yeah, apparently it's when somebody sells you these big dreams, like the grandiose things that they want to do in the future that they have little to no intent on actually following through on. It's called future fishing. I said, oh, okay.
Wow. And Sincere is definitely future fishing. Certainly what he's doing. We also saw Kayda talking shit, not only about KC and TT being voted higher than them by America, but Anaya and Carl too. And I said, ain't that your girl? Not you coming out the woodwork talking shit. That's supposed to be your girl. What do you mean? The reason, mama, why you weren't voted high, we don't like that man. We can see him. It's that man. Okay? We can see him. He's manipulative in an actual potentially concerning way, in my opinion.
I
The
agree.
punishment that he doles out for her when she behaves in a way that he doesn't like, and the dangling and then pulling away, dangling and then pulling away
Hate
he
that.
does when it comes
Hate
to like
that.
relationship or faithfulness or a girlfriend or whatever. I'm like, all of that is actually pretty bad, you guys. Like, why
I
is that
also
not getting
hope-
enough heat?
I hope people realize the punishment is not even just for Kayda, because when the girls voted out Gabriel, he was like, none of y'all eating.
Oh,
Chastised the girls to say, y'all better all speak to this person. What is another thing that he did? This wasn't necessarily a punishment, but the fact that he wasn't like happy with Trinity and was like, honestly, Bryce, we're better as a three. Get that girl out of here because I don't like her.
Let's not forget. Yeah, I started looking at him real funny with how he started treating Trinity. Mind you, Trinity, I like Trinity. I like her enough, but not like the internet likes her. The way Zach started treating Trinity, I said, Zach,
yeah, that was
watch
weird.
your motherfucking white ass mouth.
Oh no.
Not too much. Not too much. I don't like that. This is an in-group discussion. This don't have see your way out.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Like Zach, there's a guy similar on UK. I'm watching both, so you can imagine how many years have been taken up in my life. Girl, whew. And that one goes to the end of July, so I got a long way to go. But anyways, there's this guy who like puts on a front like, I'm the smiley guy, I'm the nice guy, I'm the one who's friends with everybody, but on the low you see his sly behavior. And I think that's what feels so like, I almost wanted to say insidious. Is that too deep? I don't know. Whatever. That's what
it does feel insidious to me. Honestly, it's like
that's
a quiet
from Zach. Yes,
malice.
It's that quiet malice that scares me the most. Like at least the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. And he's just here smiling at people's faces, and I'm like, everybody's hoodwinked in plain sight. It's crazy.
It's getting really weird. And you know Zach knows it because when he found out that he and Kayda weren't, in the top 4, 5, 8, 7, he said, I think it might be me, and I think they might think you're too good for me. Self-awareness. So you know what you're doing. You know that we're watching you do it. You were hoping that you were flying under the radar. You're not. We can definitely see you clear as day, buddy. So
And why, I mean, he could have been clipped. We know, edited show, everybody knows. Okay, guys, we know.
Mm-hmm.
Why, when he was talking to Bryce after they, held hands after his moping in the bed, was he saying, I'm just so happy to still be here with you? With him?
Oh, I didn't hear him say that. You're joking.
Not Kate.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. I'm confused.
It's getting weird. It's getting weird.
It's been.
Like, and it actually, I feel like Bryce's association with Zach is actually doing a disservice to him because in and of himself, I like Bryce.
I agree.
The only thing that has bothered me about Bryce was him misinterpreting what Casey was saying in the early episodes when Casey was like, wow, I would have been surprised if me and I weren't ranked in the top, blah, blah, blah. And him being like, what are you saying about me and my relationship? Nothing. Actually,
literally
I wasn't saying anything about you and your relationship, but you took it funny. That's the only thing that bothered me about him. But aside from that, I'm like, Bryce seems earnestly like a good-hearted, kind-hearted person. That friend of his, you have to get away from him. Everybody needs to get away from Zach, actually.
Yeah.
And how is Charlie his brother? I forgot that Charlie is his brother at this point. Because I'm like, Charlie was never acting like that. So.
Well, we didn't get a chance to see it.
Fair.
He wasn't there for long.
I did watch him on Beyond the Villa a little bit, and he still wasn't really on that very much. He wasn't on that very much either. He was on it a little bit. But I'm like, is this what happens with the youngest child? I don't know. I'm not the youngest. You the youngest? Yeah. It's a bit of you.
Much.
It's a bit of you.
Not
yeah.
Too much. I'm the youngest and the only girl, so I'm spoiled as Love that for me.
Congratulations. You love that for you, actually. Well, look what happened.
And I married an oldest child. Also love that for me.
Oh, you are winning. You're actually winning. Smacks. Congratulations. Congratulations on all your success in life. But yeah, I'm like, Zach, I don't know what your problem is, but you're not getting one past me. I feel like
absolutely
you haven't gotten your wax enough, and I'm happy that you're starting to get your wax.
And he almost got it when Tiara was talking about the things that she had seen, but unfortunately with Kayda being like, oh, but that was early, this, like, Kayda's so dismissive to everything that happens with Zach. But I'm like, Tiara was trying to let you in on what could be going on, but you are just so consumed by this curly-haired British man.
Hey,
you don't want to hear what's going on.
We trying to tell you, girl. Kayda has shaped up to be not the girl I thought she was. I
Who did you
still
think she
like
was?
Kayda. I thought Kayda was very much more not taking no shit from no man. Like, I run this shit, like, more bad bitch forward. And I mean bad bitch in attitude, not in appearance. She is stunning.
What?
Okay. The face part is, she literally looks like a breast doll. She looks like Sasha, the breast doll.
Truly.
But she hasn't shaped up to be that. She has folded and forgiven Zach time after time, and times when, not saying he didn't deserve forgiveness, but he definitely deserved a little bit more interrogation than she gave him, I'm like, Kayda, you can't keep folding this easy. Like,
But
girl.
do you think, because I'm of two minds, right? I'm going to ask the first one and then I'll ask the other. Do you think now the folding was a tactic? Because even when she was complaining about why they're in the bottom, she's like, we only fought 3 times though. So I'm like, so were you purposefully just throwing things under the rug to not be seen as like a bad couple, or like what?
That is a good point. I hadn't thought about that. My gut reaction says she was folding because she likes him. But if I sit with it for a little bit, I could probably get to different instances where I feel like she was playing the game. I haven't sat with it for long enough, but my gut is like, oh, I feel like she just wasn't standing on it enough.
Yeah.
But you're right. There might have been a motive behind not standing on it enough. Do you feel like she was kind of motive driven?
That's the thing. That's why I said I'm of two minds, because the other side of me was like, I cannot fully blame her for wanting to just want to squash the beef, because when they have had beef, he starts to do this whole push and pull thing. So it's like, is she being like, oh, I don't have the verbiage right now, but is there an incentive to want to not cause an argument because this man is going to now withdraw? She has seen the pattern now. So Definitely. It's like, in fear of being in a bad place with him, let me just shut my mouth.
Right.
Which is manipulative. The manipulation that we're talking about.
It's explicitly manipulative. I'm like, you guys, and that's the concerning kind. It's not the sincere, I'm lying to 2 women kind that I'm like, hopefully this is something you grow out of. Hopefully. It's nasty.
There's workings of her growing out of it. I think there's
Melanie is
potential.
Definitely, but I really am watching. I swear I'm watching her frontal lobe develop in real time. It's like boop, 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 boop.
There's potential.
There's potential. But yeah, Zach, the level of stuff Zach be doing, I'm like, you learned this insidious behavior somewhere along the way, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Mate.
It's funny because I saw somebody have a take, and they were like, Kayda's asking, what have we seen that she hasn't seen? We've seen everything that you've seen. You're just not like those moments where you were frustrated, those moments where you did have an issue, but you didn't want to pull him up too much on it. Those are the moments we have seen as well.
You're not standing on it, mama. That's what we're watching. We're watching you not stand. We're watching you get rightfully mad at him.
Yes.
And then you drop it. We be like,
every
blink,
time.
blink. Okay, we don't know how you moved on that quick, but okay. Do you think that Zach has a disorganized attachment style?
I don't know what Zach has, to be honest. I think Zach, I don't know. And this is coming from attachment style McGee. Like, I've been talking about this quite a bit, but it's the farthest thing from secure, for sure.
Definitely. Wherever's the furthest from secure. That's what he has.
We can throw anxious in there and avoidance, so I can see why you do say disorganized.
Yeah.
The anxious is like, whenever Kayda's a bit out of reach, he's frantic, and we see him make attempts to try to like get her back.
Yep.
The avoidant is like that argument they had after she spoke to Caleb, and he was like, I want nothing to do with you. And it's like, how do you go from that? Like, sure, disorganized. Is there I feel like there is, because there's 4 quadrants. Why am I drawing a blank?
Are you talking about, is secure one of the quadrants? I really don't know.
They're secure, avoidant. Anyways, child, this is a separate conversation. Sorry.
Right. I love psychology as well. I did not major in it, but I really do love it. So I love it. Loving to have little psychological pieces of it. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, Kenzie asking Melanie, TT, and Anaya, if I were in the bottom 2 and you all had to pick a couple to stand beside, do you think I would have gone home? You lane. The most deafening silence fell upon that villa. Not a creature was stirring. It was
Not even a mouse.
not even a mouse was stirring with the silence that fell upon those girls as they sat there
Whew.
looking at each other back and forth. And then Melanie finally pipes up, let's not think about that.
Let's not.
And I said, and Kenzie, there's your answer. Tread lightly, mama. If this is Friendship Island, you're on your way out.
Yeah, let's not. Melanie really showed herself as the oldest of the crew, which also blew my mind. She is the oldest of the girls who are in there.
Is
I know.
she?
She is.
Whoa. And that makes sense why I'm watching her frontal lobe develop. And I feel like I'm not watching nobody else's damn frontal lobe develop.
She's the oldest. She's the oldest.
Wow.
But yeah, in that moment, it was like, listen, don't ask questions that are going to get your feelings hurt. Let's swiftly move on. Okay?
Let's change the subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're asking because you know,
Yeah.
but let's move on.
And I don't know why the producers like Kenzie so much. I really don't.
No,
But they're not letting that girl go.
Sequoia, y'all did all those gymnastics to keep the girl in the damn villa just for them to crumble the next day? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Mind you, because now her and Dylan broke up. They talking about this isn't gonna work. Okay, so are you single? Like, are you still like? I'm actually confused about what's going. Obviously, Kenzie should have gone home. She does not have a strong connection. Have you seen the discourse around Dylan?
That he's scamming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. What are your thoughts? I'm so curious. Your thoughts.
So I missed it at first. I was like, oh, the high pressure situation, guys.
Well, that's
he's
where I'm
getting
at.
emotional.
Okay, that's where I'm at. I haven't gone back and watched.
Oh,
okay.
No. There were even moments like, why are you preparing breakfast for Kenzie? And then you're going into the photo booth. Look what I got. And then
that was weird.
There's all these little moments. Even now, you're calling out behavior from Kenzie that you had seen before coming in, but all of a sudden now it's a big excuse for you. This man brought up Sean. You are making it very clear that you're basing your decision. Is his name not Sean?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're bringing up things that make it clear that you had an impression of Kenzie before you came on the show. For some reason, you hitched your wagon onto her thinking that, okay, this is going to get me the win or whatever. You saw that that's not working. And now you want to bring up those same things that you had already witnessed. Be so for real. Even him clocking Kenzie on the fact that she had said similar things to him that she was saying to Caleb, you would have had to see that beforehand. He's a scammer. Wow. And most Costa people are like,
to be fair, because we did watch our girl Amora Dirty Mac as well. She definitely pulled up and said, yeah, she talking shit about you in that trying to keep her spot on the show. That was nasty.
Pursue who, really? Like, girl, wasn't nobody here for you. So let it go.
Very much.
But yeah, I missed it at first. I was thinking high pressure situation, gets emotional, whatever. But as people are like giving evidence and as I'm watching with a different perspective, I'm like, oh, I can see the scammy behavior.
Okay, we might have a scammer on our hands. Okay, he didn't flew right past my radar. I might have to go back and see what Dylan's talking about because
he wouldn't be the first. Have you watched old seasons?
I've only watched since season 6. I've only seen Cordell and Serena and, Alandria and Nick.
Never mind then.
That's all I got. Wow, there was previous scammers though.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So people really do be going on there trying to jump off their career. Speaking of, oh my gosh, I love the segment in After Sun now where we watch the people get their phones back.
Yes.
And they see how their followers have increased and all of that. Watching Caleb get his phone back and him him being like, oh shit, I have this many followers. He was so excited. It was really cute.
After Sun, but that's sweet. That's cute.
Are you watching After Sun at all? Have you been watching it?
Yeah, I watched the first 2.
Okay. No, I'm also iffy on After Sun. I've watched maybe 2 of them. Yeah, I haven't watched all of them. And the only reason I started watching is because people kept saying Sierra and Teffy are doing such a great job and they're having such a good time with Sierra and Teffy. I feel like they're doing a pretty good job too. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely better than what After Sun used to be. Yeah. So you were on the same page about that because I've been seeing people have strong thoughts.
Here's the thing. And as much as the show is edited, so is After Sun, guys. So we're not going to get every single thing that they actually feel and whatever. Like a network still has to sell some kind of a narrative. So we're not going to get their complete unfiltered thoughts. So it is what it is. One thing that I still wish the US would do is the live element because UK their After Sun is live.
Really?
Yes, it is
Oh,
live. They have a live
interesting.
audience. They have
Wow.
what's it called now? The family members come and they speak on how they feel about what's been going
Whoa.
on.
Oh, After
And we
Sun's way
also
better
get,
there.
girl, you get to talk to an islander to see how they're feeling at the time. And we also get a sneak peek of the episode that's to come. Like, it's a really like deezed up show.
Yeah.
So if US could, I mean, it's harder, I guess, because it's on a streaming platform, so they can't really do it live
Oh,
per
sure.
se.
Wait, the UK is not on the streaming platform? What? It comes on like linear television?
On ITV.
Oh, wow. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, and I'm wondering if After Sun in the UK is filmed in the UK instead of in Fiji.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they also film in Majorca. Like, the Islanders are in Majorca, and then the After Sun is in the UK.
Oh, okay. Okay, because yeah, I always thought it was a weird choice to have After Sun filmed in Fiji, the US version. I'm like, why is it in Fiji? Because I would like a live audience element, at a minimum. I'm like, it could be pre-recorded, but like, can we have some of us sit in there, maybe have a couple pre-approved questions come from the audience, so it's not all on Teffy and Sierra, and that we can really get a diversity of thought and opinion and really see the internet conversation reflected correctly on After Sun? Yeah.
Girl, there's this one time they had Stefflon Don. You know Stefflon Don?
Yes.
She
the rapper?
So, yes.
Yes.
She was on there for one of the After Suns. She was so unfiltered. They never brought her back.
Stop. Because it was live.
Exactly. And you can't edit in real time. You know what I'm saying? You have the 10-second buffer and that's about it.
Right.
So she was saying a lot of things that the internet was saying, but it was like crass things. So they were like, oh, okay, thank you so much.
Wow.
But that's what makes After Sun like so. Anyways, I feel like we didn't get too far into the Kayda of it all when she was talking about the mother people. What were your thoughts on that?
Oh, let's get into it. Actually, what were your thoughts? So I saw that TT tried to she had a little different of a tune with TT than she had when she was talking to Zach about her feelings on everybody else.
I mean, but how can you tell the person who you feel doesn't deserve to be above you?
That is very fair. Obviously, right? What was she gonna say to TT? Yeah, I'm just shocked that you would come before me. Right.
I didn't expect her to mention Anaya and Carl just because I felt like there was this unspoken, we don't talk about Bruno regarding our girls thing. So I was like, oh, tell us how you really feel, Kayda. Okay.
Truly.
Interesting. She also mentioned Melanie and Sincere, but they're always fighting and they're always this. But I thought you were Team Sincere, Mama.
Weren't you Team Sincere? Weren't you jumping around a room doing this little dance, talking about Team Sincere? You're always going to be Team Sincere? Because he brought a rose and took her to breakfast out on Soul Ties or whatever the fuck?
The barest of minimums.
Like.
So I thought that was interesting. I was like, so we're getting a glimpse of the fact that a lot of these people, what they say on camera is not what they truly feel.
Right.
And that's what's missing from this season. It feels so calculated. It feels like we can see the hand of God moving in the villa. Like, it's we miss the authenticity of the show.
I really do. Season 6, when I first came in, that's the first season I watched, felt so authentic, Elaine. Like, Leah, she felt too authentic, damn near. I was like, okay,
loved it.
Leah, please. And then we had Serena, so authentic. That moment, oh my God, I don't know if you saw, Serena recently did an interview where she was asked, was there anything that you wish hadn't made the edit that did make the edit for your season? And she was like, yeah, there was a portion where, I'm really upset after Cordell came back and brought Deja or Daya from Casa. And I'm walking past him and I'm like, and what's your nappy headed ass looking at? And she said she went to the producers and was like, please don't put that in. Don't leave that in. She said she get out the villa. First thing she see is her screaming, what's your nappy headed ass looking at?
Yeah.
I said, baby, you should have known. You should have known.
Especially if you ask them to take it out. They're like, oh, we're keeping it
100, keep that in. Because the producers wouldn't have known what that really meant, maybe to keep it in, unless she harped on it,
Yeah,
in which case. Yeah. But anyways, it felt so authentic. Those were the authentic moments that I'm like, wow, season 6 really had that. This season hasn't had too much authenticity. To me, the most authentic person I'm seeing in this season is TT.
I was gonna say, is it I'm TT?
It's TT. I'm TT. was dead authentic. I said,
Yeah. Because even with the girls like jumping, now people know I'm entertainment first. So was I entertained? Yes, I was. However, when you do look at it, it's like, well, if we're getting stuck on certain principles on why we're jumping these men, then more men needed to be jumped. So why do
hey,
we have all this smoke for KC? We don't have it for Sincere. Like, guys, what's going on? And then, okay, if that is your authentic self, why do you have more smoke for somebody like Casey and not Sincere? So whether you're being authentic or you're not authentic, there's things that we need to talk about here.
you know what I mean? There's a level of malice if you're not being authentic. If you're calculated, there's a level of malice. And if you are being authentic, I need you to self-reflect a little bit. I need you to take a moment, take a step back. I agree. This podcast, I fear, is very tired of me being team KC down, but that is where I rest. I don't know what to tell you guys. Damn
And
it!
that's okay. Listen, that's okay.
Like,
I don't know what has happened. Like the Love Island audience has become so polarized,
yes,
and you cannot say anything critical towards their fave. It's a bad thing. I'm a person who tends to lie in the middle as somebody who did study psych. You just can't help but try to see multiple perspectives at a time. And people even hate that. So girl,
yeah, they
matter.
do.
Whether you were on one side or another or in the middle, it wouldn't have mattered.
And again, maybe I haven't made this clear enough. I am not anti-Anaya at all. In fact, I remember in the beginning kind of doing my own little psychoanalysis of Anaya, because I am a Black girl who grew up around primarily white people. That's a projection that I'm making on Anaya. I don't know if that is her experience, but that's what she appears to me as someone who was that. And I'm like, yeah, so, you know, going into a villa where you know that you're probably not the type, the beauty standard, it already puts you in a sensitive spot. And then to feel like none of the men that you are interested in you in return, that also does leave a little bit of a wound, you know, and then you're kind of bringing that insecurity into your relationship with Casey. There was a lot that I had.
While also being a gorgeous girl. That has to be like a mind F. Like,
stunning.
Absolutely
First of all,
gorgeous.
Can you imagine?
And
like,
nobody's
stunning. What the?
What is going
I'm like, I can't even. Lord knows what to do with certain people, because I'm like, let me look like Anaya for 3 days. I'm turning this bitch out. I'm turning this bitch out on 3 days. Okay.
Yeah. So that's got to be, you know, yeah.
Yeah. So
and Casey went through it too. How many people online are also calling him fine shit like Anaya did, but then ain't nobody checking for you? It's like, what the heck?
Hello?
It's so dystopian in
very
Love Island.
dystopian.
So...
Being a monoracially, unambiguously Black person on Love Island feels like a dystopian environment to go into. And so I feel for all of the Black, I feel for Anaya and Casey in that respect. Trinity seems like she's out doing her own thing. She's having a good time with her white man. Yeah. You got it. Love
Even
that.
on the outside, she's doing just fine. First Islander to hit 1 million, so she gonna be all right.
Is she the first Islander to hit 1 million followers? Okay, congratulations to her. I like that. I'm happy about that for her. Was there anything else that you want to talk about?
Was there anything
Kayda
else?
saying, I do have one other thing that I'm going to touch on, but if you wanted to talk about Kayda and her playing with her friends.
Yeah, no, I just thought that was interesting because like everybody on the outside has this belief of the core four, right? And I'm sure the girls in the house can feel it, especially after Kenzie and Melanie did their little separation thing, which honestly was for the best. I'm sorry. Like Kenzie feels bad or whatever, but we don't want you with Melanie anyway. Them having this loyalty is great and all, but it feels forced. And as much as I was like, why would you say that? But also, I'm glad that you said that because now we can be honest about you guys actually having feelings that you feel you just can't voice for whatever reason. So I'm a person who, like, when I watch Love Island, no matter the version, I watch to the point where I watch the one South African season. Like, I love.
Oh, you be watching it.
I watch it. I would watch the Canadian one if it wasn't in French.
Oh, so, I didn't know it was. Okay.
And their host was Black. Love that for us.
Love that.
I'm not particular on like girls having to be friends with one another.
Same.
I want girls to be honest with one another
and authentic.
And the lack of honesty throughout the season has made me feel away. So this moment, as unbecoming as some people see it for Kayda, I was like, but at least we're getting a little bit of honesty now from these girls. Because
Right,
there's been a lot of
right,
performing, there's been a lot of we're the longest standing couple, guys, vote for us, vote for us. Hold on, it doesn't matter. Oh, so then let me speak my mind.
right. We did have to shake them up a little bit. We had to make it
Mhm.
clear, like, yeah, we appreciate that longest standing couple shit, but like, we also need to like you guys. We also
Truly.
need to like you both.
And
Unfortunately, we
honestly,
do.
Love Island core has never been about long-standing couples. I don't know why people started to think that that was the thing, like Islanders in particular, because I can think of two examples from the UK where somebody was only coupled up with a person for a week. Sequoia, a week.
Hmm.
And they
Hmm.
won the show. Season
Hmm.
5, Amber Gill won with a guy, a white guy she knew for a week, won the show.
Because people liked
Mimi,
Amber.
people liked Amber and they also empathized with her story. She was a
Yeah.
cause of casualty. Like it was rough. It was really rough for her.
Hmm.
And then Mimi, another black girl. That was the first black couple who ever won Love Island, actually. And she had a similar story. She liked the guy for a long time. He would constantly pick other women above her. She was a cause of casualty. They sent in a guy 1 week left and she won the show. So this
Mm.
longevity thing, especially now that I mean, a lot of younger people are starting to watch as well, but some of us who started younger and have grown up watching the show, we're now understanding that it's not about longevity. It's also about the quality of your relationship. And if you've
Right.
been together from day one, but it's been absolute shit, we don't care for that, right? So at the very
Hmm.
least, we want to make sure that you're a likable person and we're going to vote for the likability. And unfortunately, Kate is in a couple that has been long-standing, which we don't really care for, and has a person who isn't unlikable, who isn't likable, which we
Yep.
don't care for.
Yep. Yep. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to pay the benefit of that. And I think that she can kind of skirt that by starting to be honest, like you said. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
start to see authenticity from Kata and start to see her maybe be a little bit more pissed off at Zach, like hold him accountable a little bit more than she has historically, I might be able to, take her to the final and get Zach up out of here if given the opportunity to
Yeah.
do so. Because I would like him to go. Actually, I would
Yeah.
like Kenzie and Dylan to go. I would
Oh,
like
easily.
Zach to go. That's really it. I think of the people where I'm like, yeah, you can get out right now. Those are the people that actually can get out right now.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you fine. I did want to talk about Kenzie, okay, because I do see the discourse happening around Dylan, and he must have bamboozled me because I missed it. I would like to just go through the times that we've watched Kenzie play the victim because I have watched her
How
do
long do
it.
you
You know
have?
what I mean? I have 4 distinct ones that I have written down here.
Uh-huh.
When Jen called her out for being a shitty friend, Kenzie tried to play the villain then. When
Victim.
tried to play the victim then. When Corbin didn't want to kiss her, she tried to play the victim then. And then ended up on some real villainous shit like,
Coercive
well, we can
behavior.
well, we can kiss and not tell anybody. You're being fucking
Mm-hmm.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
When Melanie called her out for being a shitty friend, tried to play the victim then. Melanie ends up being her white woman tears. When Dylan calls her out for being untrustworthy the first time, tries to play the victim. When Dylan calls her out for being a liar the second time, tries to play the victim. I think this is where I had a hard time with seeing Dylan as a scammer because I'm like, Kenzie has this tendency to not be able to hear any critiques of herself at all without immediately dipping into victim mode, which is very white woman of her. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very white woman of her. And it frustrates me to watch it. And so that is what captures my attention as someone who has a lot of experience as white women victimizing themselves in my presence. I couldn't even hear what Dylan was doing over there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. I know that she keeps doing this thing though. And I
Yeah. And the
don't
thing
like
is,
it.
like, in as much as he comes across as a scammer, he had valid points, and
He did,
everybody's
because she did lie.
she did. I wonder if you consider her and Zach at the beginning a situation of her also being a victim.
Oh my God. And then she acted like Zach shot her in the mouth because he said, I don't really date blondes.
Yeah.
You would have
Yeah.
swore he
He
literally
chopped he
talked about
chopped
her
her off at the
baby.
knees.
Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
But the thing that shocked me about her trajectory is I actually thought that there was hope for her regarding accountability when she had the conversation with Bea, and Bea was calling her out saying, "Hey, listen, as a friend, I thought you would have kept me in the loop with the whole Gabriel thing." And I thought in that moment she was quite receptive to
No, me
what
too.
Bea
I
was
remember that.
saying. She
I thought that
wasn't
too.
too defensive. She wasn't whatever. But then Bea put a battery in her back and she said, you know what? Next guy, you got priority. And she was like,
That is so true.
homeostasis. We are
She
back
sure
to regular.
did.
We are back to the norm. We're back to the status quo. I do have priority. And she has run that to the ground. My
She
God.
done ran that priority. My God, the priority pass is exhausted, girl. Put it down. Yeah, no, you're so
Yeah.
right. I do remember feeling early on like Kenzie had a good level of emotional maturity, and it has just waned and waned. My thought on that has just like waned and waned, where I'm like, oh my God, what happened here? Even her sitting in the confessional talking about how she feels like she's just been beaten down and she's having such a hard week. Kenzie, nobody's doing anything to you. You are doing things to other people and they are calling you out on it, girls included, not just men, girls included. And you're sitting in the confessional talking about, I just feel like I've just been beaten down and bad.
Yeah.
Kenzie, shut
Yeah.
up, Kenzie.
I
I
mean,
don't
I
want to
guess
hear
when you're
it.
used to getting your way, not getting your way just feels like the worst thing in the world.
I'm
So
telling you, and that's
must be
exactly.
nice. Must
that-
be nice.
I know the youngest only girl not talking. I know the youngest only girl not talking.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Because I know you know about it, okay? But yeah, I was like, Kenzie, you're doing a lot.
Mhm.
So that's all I had for Love Island USA episode 30. Elaine, is there anything else that you wanted to tell the people about the
Nah,
episode?
I think that's it. Melanie, run. Kenzie,
Just go.
please stop. Dylan, go home.
Yeah.
Anaya and Carl, I hope it's real.
I hope
I
it's
hope
real.
it's
I'm not
real.
convinced at all, me personally.
Yeah,
I don't see not even that I don't think it's real. I don't think they have chemistry. That's it. I don't see
yeah.
the chemistry between the two of them personally.
Yeah.
That's just
And
me.
you know what? I think because like newer watchers we're definitely we definitely see things differently because I used to be like this in earlier seasons, but now you can kind of see things a bit different. Like the biggest scamming situation was Justine and Caleb, and unfortunately, this gives me
Oh, it's giving you Justine and
a
Caleb.
little bit of that, just a little
Okay.
bit, just a smidge.
Okay.
What else? Kayda, more authenticity, please. You ain't
Yeah.
gotta cuss the house down because
Yeah.
Lord, she cuss like a sailor.
She does.
She every fucking I said, wow. Okay, New Hampshire.
Very much.
Yeah, Brinity. I think you've also said this in your videos. You like it for the villa, just not in the real world. I agree. And those are my
Yes.
thoughts.
I would never have a 30-year-old man with a 22-year-old girl
Nope.
in the real world, but okay. They better leave that in the villa. That's all I'm gonna say about it. If not, I'm going
Their
to start
boyfriend
looking at
and
Bryce a
girlfriend.
little I'm going to start looking at Bryce funny.
That's his
You
girlfriend.
bringing a 22-year-old home to your family, Bryce, do not piss me off. I have called people predators for less. Okay? Not too much. Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's all.
that's all that we have for today. Remember, you can follow the show pages at freshlypop.d. That's freshlypop.d. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and rate us 5 stars across all platforms. Give us a hype on YouTube, and we love to keep the conversation going with you. So leave us a comment on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen. Follow Elaine and watch Reality Recap. Watch her YouTube channel. It is fantastic, very fun recaps of all the reality shows that you love. And I will see you tomorrow. You've been popped.